let's go to CryptoSolve's tweet. Now, keep in mind, this was last month. This was March 19th. But we haven't really given any of these, people too many accolades lately. And I feel they deserve it because they've been doing a lot of work. It says there appears to be quite a flurry of DEX development happening on PulseChain right now, including the ability to finally have a reliable limit orders. Here's a few highlights. You have Switch.win, which I believe Brandon has kind of headed that project up. Switch.win has launched limit orders this week. This is a huge step forward on PulseChain. When you set limit order contract, hold your coins until it either fills or you cancel the order. This is a little different to how they're sometimes handled on other chains, where you just sign a transaction and the coins don't leave your wallet until the order fills. They can answer any technical questions the community has. You got Liberty Swap appears to be getting close on releasing cross-chain limit orders as part of their Liberty X platform. We're unclear on how they plan to handle the orders, and we'll leave them to detail the technical aspects. You got Pateus. They're supposed to be rolling out some improvements to their aggregator that allow them to handle tax tokens better. Looking forward to seeing this rolled out, useful for those that are neck deep in the tax tokens. You have Agorex. Have recently developed an OTC marketplace with multi-asset trades available. The trades appear to be entirely OTC and manual rather than traditional limit orders filled as DEX prices move through ranges. But the platform is
Go ahead. Sorry.
particularly useful for illiquid or uncommon pairings. What were you going to say?
Agorax, I had never heard of it. Did you already know of it?
I've heard of it only because when you go to the Pulse charts, it is the main sponsor, and that's how I've heard of it.
Okay.
So I don't know who's behind it or anything like that. But I have heard of them. I haven't looked into it though. So yeah, anyway, it says these are all positive steps in the right direction for PulseChain development. Good to have multiple options when it comes to options available to suit the needs of all users. So I remember there was a multi-swap. Who was that?
That is Tetra, right?
Tetra, yes.
Yeah, and their thing was kind of that you could swap one token for 5 or vice versa.
Yeah, you could change or vice versa. I think it was like you could combine, if you wanted to do this, you could combine all your PulseX, Inc, whatever, and buy Hex, all with one thing. It was pretty cool. I don't know. I haven't heard anything from those folks lately, but yeah, shout out to Brandon. I know he's been doing a lot of stuff with their new Build the Tech, including this Switch.win. So excited to have limit orders. We've always kind of had them. I guess if you set a single-sided liquidity on what you call it on 9mm.
9mm, yeah.
It's the equivalent of. However, you have to be there to kind of watch it and remove your liquidity when your order fills. So cool stuff. People are still building, and as down as we are, and as much as this market has just beat everybody up, this is really good to see that people still care. They're still developing things. They're still, we have, I forget, one of the most active chains as far as launched contracts go in such a short time. It's a pretty cool statistic. I don't have it pulled up anywhere, but there was a stat for most launch contracts on EVM chains, and we are right up there. I think we're second or third. So that's a great statistic for only being a couple years old.
And just some other things too. I mean, like you think about Liberty Swap and Pateus obviously have been just long, Pateus really probably the OG of everything on here actually. But Liberty Swap, I mean, maybe it's dangerous to speculate, but the only way we ever heard about them was just out of nowhere from Richard Hart. That was really the first time anybody heard of Liberty Swap. A lot of their posts are I think in the same ethos kind of Richard Hart posts, and they seem to have a lot going on seemingly out of nowhere. So that's all been really good to see from them. Pateus, obviously you and I mean, that's been our, Dex really to use for pretty much the entire history of this chain. I mean, maybe early on we were using PulseX, but yeah, I mean, it's for everything other than the liquidity pools we used to do on PulseX. I mean, I always am swapping on Pateus really.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So, definitely good to see. Always when prices are down, if people are doing something, making things, building things, it's very, very encouraging to see. And that's one thing. I mean, you can shit on PulseChain all you want for the prices and all that stuff, make fun of things all you want. But I mean, people have absolutely not given up, contrary to what mainstream people like to say. And yeah, there's been stuff being built all along the way as well. And that's it. Sami says all the time, I mean, like tokens are abundant, communities are not. I mean, yeah, there's tokens out the ass everywhere, but communities, especially like this, there's just not very many of them out there. So, yeah, good stuff. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on, Ewok? I think that was the bulk of what we wanted to get to today.
Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up for me. I don't have anything else.
All right. I was trying to see if there's anything else in the chat maybe anybody had, but yeah, we really appreciate you guys being here. No, the show did not go away. Last week was an April Fool's joke, so sorry to those of you. I mean, I'm not kidding, dude. I mean, we had 20 plus comments, I think, on the last stream that were just like, hey, I'm really going to miss you guys. That really sucks, but I understand. I mean, it was real. I really did feel bad for the prank, honestly, after all was said and done. So.
Well, I thought people caught on, because when you said, do you have anything to say? I couldn't keep a straight face. I wanted to say April Fool's so badly, but we agreed before the show started that we would follow through with our April Fool's joke. And so I thought they would have caught on, and
I think some did. I think some. I mean, the chat here that was live last week, I think some of them did, but yeah, replay, they were not hip to it. So
yeah, so I feel bad, but it was April Fool's, and like you said, people give it up their April Fool's joke way too early. We had to kind of carry through with it. So
yeah, or just say something so fake that
we appreciate you guys sticking with us. So
yeah,
we're not going anywhere. There may not be a whole lot to talk about until something good happens, but we'll be here even if we come in and shoot the shit with the chat. So
yeah, maybe next week we'll get Sophia on. We'll see. Maybe we'll slide into her DMs and see if she wants to come on the podcast. So but yeah, I appreciate all of you guys. We do this every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Valiant Low Key, Philly, J Touch, Johnny Chaos in the chat tonight, Tam as well. Thank you very much to both of you guys for everything you do. Sean O'Malley, Super Snake. I don't remember you from other times, but some good comments from you. Bob Fish King. I know we had that other Fish Cracker. We had Acid Thunder making it in live. Duke of Booze, Don Swan. Really appreciate all you guys. Marco Marcello was here as well. So again, we will be here next Wednesday night. Appreciate all of you. This has been Bounce Back Boi Crypto for Crypto Ewok, and we'll catch you guys next week.
See ya.